Welcome back to Inclusion Revolution here on Eastlink. And again, I wanted to thank Sandy Sinnott from Reachability, again at reachability.org. And she also wanted me to mention that if you want to give her a call, you're allowed to, because it's 429-5878 here in Halifax. Okay, now one of my favorite parts of the whole day is when Paul joins me. Hi, Paul.
Hi, Tova.
And we talk about, I know, our poll of the week as well as some breaking news.
Yes.
Now, I really think the poll of the week is interesting because it relates directly to our conversation just now with Sandy. So the poll of the week really is, do you believe a DJ program such as the one Sandy has suggested and is now running with Reachability is a good idea? Is it going to be successful in achieving what she talked about? Transferable skill building, confidence building, anger management. Do you believe a program of this nature is too outside the box? Or do you believe this program can work and can be successful for confidence building and all of the other issues that we've discussed throughout the show? So let us know what your thoughts are on inclusionrevolution.com, our website. And also, of course, the discussions we're having today about breaking news will be available to you on the inclusionrevolution.com website in their longer versions. So if you want to hear more than what we had time to talk about, we invite you to go to the website. So Paul, great to see you again.
Good to see you, Tova.
And tell me about today's story, because I know we're sticking to this theme of outside-the-box creativity in support of improvement of lifestyle and opportunities for persons with disabilities. So what did you find? I
found an interesting article talking about an art project, which is a big hit for young people with Down syndrome. And there's a Dartmouth artist, a pretty famous Canadian artist named Tom Forstall, and his daughter, Renee, started this program through an organization called Teen Possibilities. And what they do is it's an integrated art program for young adults with Down syndrome and their peers. And it started a year ago by Tom's daughter, Renee, like I said. And it's a pilot project with the Nova Scotia Down Syndrome Society. And what it does is it allows these youth to take photographs, write stories, poems, and place artwork in their own magazine. So it's kind of a year-long project where they continually take their work and have it out there to the public. And what they're doing is looking at what type of program will this enrich their lives? Will it help them become more communicative? Will it allow them to be more, I guess, more interactive with their peers and with their caregivers and with their parents and with their brothers and siblings?
Confidence building, and again, improve social skills and the capacity to see that you can do more than you ever imagined. And I think that's what's so powerful about all of these art-related projects. Now, I must tell you, Renee's a friend of mine.
Okay.
And I didn't know that was your news.
Yeah.
So hello to Renee, and I think it's a fantastic program.
Yep.
And I have to tell you, the website is spectacular.
Yes.
I don't know if we have the website here with us, or we'll have to get it on the Inclusion Revolution website. But I have to tell you, the work that these young people have done and the extraordinary teamwork and communication that they had, I was so impressed that I actually called Renee in probably about 8 months ago to talk about this program. So it's funny, we should really talk more before the show. But it's great. It just tells us that we're hearing the same things and we're really believing in some of these unusual and alternative ways. And I know Renee and I talked about how we might be able to work more together with some of the clients that I deal with. So I'm just thrilled you brought this story up. And I have to tell you, Renee, in her own right, is an extraordinary artist as well. It's not just a matter of being the daughter of Tom, but of course being an artist, and to dedicate herself to these, to the community of persons with disabilities, when I believe, frankly, she could be making lots more money probably just sitting in a studio and making incredible designs and, of course, paintings. But I'm really thrilled to hear this. So what else do we know about this? Because I want to share as much as possible about this program.
It's interesting that we were talking a little bit about funding earlier, and it's interesting that a lot of the funding networks now are really starting to think outside the box, because this is funded through the IWK Health Centre, the Nova Scotia Cultural Activities Fund, and then they did various fundraisers for the funds. But you're looking at the IWK Health Centre is traditionally, I haven't seen them fund interesting art programs and
now, in all fairness to the IWK Fund, I know they do some creative stuff, but I also appreciate that they are starting to see, like other funding sources, the importance of outside the box creative approaches, because the folks that most of us work with, especially around the IWK, are outside the box people. They've had to deal with and address different things, and to provide them the same old ideas is just, it's an injustice, frankly. So I'm thrilled to see IWK and Nova Scotia Arts Council, I think you said as well, getting involved. And of course, I obviously see a role in our own Department of Education, because I think we need to make this more mainstream, and I think that's really what today was all about, saying we have a a revolution, but the revolution should be towards making these so-called revolutionary ideas more mainstream.
Right.
And that's sort of interesting. So I really appreciate the information on that. And I know there's a lot of other outreach art projects. I know with different special needs groups. I've seen some work in our office where we've had a number of artists come in and do some great work. And so I really see the connection. And I also see so many talented artists with disabilities. I must say, often they come in and have cognitive disabilities and are expressing themselves through art, and I've seen a huge difference.
Right.
And I think today's show is really dedicated to all of the people who believe that creative approaches bring creative results.
Right.
And that's really all the time we have today. So I want to thank Paul, I want to thank Sandy, and I want to thank you, because your joining us is you joining our revolution. So we look forward to seeing you on the next episode of Inclusion Revolution every Monday night at 9 and again Sunday nights at 8 here on Eastlink Television. Until then, check out inclusionrevolution.com. We're there for you. Have a great day.